I am so curious to hear how this sounds. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. I hope that you're having a wonderful day out there. I didn't even know that Ray had any solo material, but today we're going to dive into some solo material from Ray, of course, of the Doors fame, Manzarek. We're going to listen to this track, the title track, The Golden Scarab. This is, like I said, the title track of the album. His debut album released in 1974. I'm really curious about this. We're listening to this because this was suggested and sponsored by Stunt and Croc McGinty. Thank you so much for the recommendation and the suggestion. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious to hear how this one stacks up. And I got to say, the album cover, I don't know. It's given something mystical, something mystical, perhaps Egyptian influenced, at least in style. Let's go ahead and listen to the song. We'll discuss it after. Here we go. Okay.
Hotep, Akhenaten, Nefertiti, Tutankhamun. All of life is sunlight, Osiris is the night, Aten of the daylight, bring you golden life.
I love the percussion happening.
Egypt, on the Nile, in Memphis, Heliopolis. Scarab, roll your dung ball, roll away the night. A push across the sun ball, golden scarab light.
Bass rising, sun, chorus.
Golden and glowing and spinning and shining and beaming sublimely, you first light of morning, blazing light high in the sky of your noontime, red warm and soft light as nightfall is soon time you shine. The mind,
Let's hurry.
no fear, no time. The dream, the sun, the dream, the sun, the one.
Okay. Very interesting listen. What instrument that is? I like the way he sings it.
Nefertiti, Tutankhamun. All of life is sunlight. Osiris is the night. Octane of the daylight. Bring you golden life.
There's a cheesy way to the way he sings, but I like it.
Roll your dung ball, roll away the night. A push across the sun, a ball, a golden scarab light. All of life is sunlight. Bring you golden light. Bring you golden sunlight. Bring you golden life.
Love that percussion. Can I tell you, that's a fun track to listen to. That was just fun. This is the last song I'm recording for this particular session right now, and that was like a fun way to end. Hey, listen, there's a little bit of a cheese factor to it, right? I mean, Ray's singing as well in this one, and I like the side. I like the sound of his voice. I like the hum and ho to. Ba, ba. Like there's a smarmy kind of cool way that he just kind of glides on this one, you know. And even there in the verse, oh, da, 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 da. It's reminding me a little bit of like a show tune that you would hear sung during like, I don't know, the 60s and 70s, like for a theme song. It has kind of theme song energy, but I like that. Yeah, there's a slice of cheese with it, but cheese, listen, sometimes you want a cheeseburger, not a hamburger. And this one, I want that. I love the percussion that's happening in the back. It really sets a certain rhythm and mood here. You have a lot of different players on here. You have Larry Carlton playing guitar on the album, Tony Williams on the drums, and many, many others. Even at one point, Patti Smith on some vocals. But the percussion's handled by Mayuta Correa, and then also Milt Holland, as well as Steve Foreman. So there's a lot of percussion that's happening, of course, which we hear. And it's fun, the assortment of, you know, toys and sounds and different things that we just hear kind of padding or clinking or driving and drumming in the back there. It's just a really fun sound there. And of course, you have Ray handling the keyboards and, you know, those instruments. And you hear it in here, obviously. It's obviously present, but it's more like Ray's just making a good song. You know, he's not like making a track that's a place for him to show off his, you know, keyboard skills or his organ skills, nothing like that. It's just a cool scene. This track is a cool scene. And I love the bounciness of it. This is one of those songs that I couldn't help but make the face, but you like, let me put it back. Like you put it on during this part, like you're like, just like, right? And to an extent, like it sounds like a slowed down Talking Heads kind of sound, like with the percussion. And when I was listening to this, actually, you know what band came up in my mind? It was actually reminding me of like Todd Rundgren and like Utopia and some of like the sounds and stuff to an extent that you would hear from them. It was kind of in that same lane, at least driving in the same direction. But I really like what's kind of happening here. I think this kind of a fun little slice of a song to listen to. I like how, once again, there's a lot of room given to the other instruments. I think that Ray's singing and his voice works well in this particular track. He's smooth. He just cruises along really nicely. It's kind of it's an interesting scene, but I like it. I like this. It's kind of interesting. I'm also quite curious about this one. Look at these reviews. Oh man. Uncut gave it a 0.5 star. All Music 3. I don't know how the rest of the album, of course, stacks up, but he considered it one of the best embodiment of the Doors by one of the 3 surviving members. In contrast, Uncut Magazine wrote a scathing review saying it sucks. Even Jim at his dumbest, stinkiest drunk would have pissed himself laughing. Oh. The lyrics are, you know, Amenhotep, Akhenaten, Nefertiti, Tutankhamun, and just all the pharaohs and such. All of life is sunlight. Osiris is the night. 8:10 of the daylight, bring your golden life. In Egypt, on the Nile, in Memphis, Heliopolis, Scarab, roll your dung ball, roll away the night. Push away the sunball, golden scarab light. Golden and glowing and spinning and shining, the beaming sublimely, you first light morning. Blazing light high in the sky of your noontime, red, warm, and soft light as nightfall is soon time. It's a day in the desert. You shine the mind, no fear, no time, the dream, the sun, the one. And it just repeats from there. Horus is up there in the sky. Isn't Horus the sun? No, Ra. Ra's the guy in the chariot. He's the sun. Who's the moon? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm thinking Greek. Selene is the moon. Selene. Anyways, I think this was a nice little scene of a song. This was a cool little track here. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. Stuntman, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much for the support as well. And the introduction. Didn't even know he had a solo album. There must be a lot of solo albums by members of bands that like we know here, but like we've never really looked into that. Probably should a little bit more. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all tomorrow.